All right. Before I begin, I know that there's a lot of I'm gonna relax a little bit. I know that there's some sports stuff in the back, and I know my whole space looks discombobulated. It's because I don't exactly have a space to record this stuff in. But anyways, hello everyone. It is Garrett with Retro Vinyl here, and I'm going to discuss four records that I got. Two of them, well, one of them for Christmas, three of them I just bought recently, and I'm also going to discuss this awesome book that I got that I'm probably going to be reading through later in the week. Crap. I'm looking at myself. This is kind of difficult. Anyways, so we will start with the book first. Alright. If I can find it. Yes. The Ultimate Guide to Vinyl and More. Yeah. It says, all you need to know about collecting essential music, from cylinders and CDs to LPs and tapes. Cool stuff. It says, an in-depth and comprehensive guide and... Can't read today. An in-depth and comprehensive guide to and history of music collecting, the ultimate guide to vinyl, and more traces the pastime from its beginnings over a century ago. The book features informative and entertaining sections on every significant format in which recorded music has been released, and some that are now almost completely forgotten. Based off Dave Thompson's original Black Beat classic, The Music Lover's Guide to Record Collecting, this revamped, colorful, expanded edition takes readers from the early days of cylinders, 78s, and Edison records, on through 45s, LPs, 8-tracks, cassettes, bootlegs, CDs, mini discs, MP3s, LPs, and other formats. Those are a lot of formats. Holy crap. Landmark labels, collectible artists, specialist themes, and more are explored through a series of essays, while dozens of color images bring the most obscure corners of the hobby to life. Unlike other volumes that focus exclusively on vinyl, this book caters to the audiophile whose obsession for music welcomes all formats. Through it all, the joy and fascination of music collecting in all its guise comes alive. And yeah, it's written by Dave Thompson, and apparently he's the author of over 200 books on music and pop culture, including I Hate New Music, The Classic Rock Manifesto, and Robert Plant. He actually wrote about Robert Plant, who is the singer for Led Zeppelin, which I'm sure you probably all know that, but I don't know, I tend to state the obvious on occasion. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, that's the book. And now, if I could stop looking at myself in the camera, we will go into our vinyl records. Alright, I'll start with the top one. It's a good one. It's a reissue. Boop, 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 boop. This guy. That is Fleetwood Mac Rumors. I believe that one was released in 1978. I think so. 1977 or 78. And it's probably I think it's their best-selling record. It sold 40 million copies by 2013. And it contains a couple of big singles that they wrote back then, including Dreams, Go Your Own Way. I think it had Landslide. Nah, that might have been their previous record. I'm not quite sure. I'm sorry, I keep blocking the mic. I'll work on that. Secondhand News, I do like that one. Don't Stop's a nice record as well. Yeah. It's kind of what they look like on the back. Of course, you know, they look like typical rock musicians in the 70s. Awkward photos. Man, if you want to find awkward photos, vinyl. 70s. Alright. Next record will be Rush's Hemispheres. This is the one that I actually got for Christmas, actually. and I am super happy that I got it because this has one of my favorite songs, which is Cygnus X Book 2. Yeah, this is the second one. It's 18 minutes and 7 seconds long. I like it particularly for the story, as I feel like it's their most straightforward story, but it's also their most interesting, because you have this battle of gods, and if you can kind of imagine that, it's the battle of a god of love and the battle of a god of mind, you know? So it's almost like a battle between, I guess I would compare it to Superman versus Batman. Here's why. Superman's smart, but he's very family oriented, and Batman is more so the weapons, gadgetry, intelligence guy. Not quite the same, as the storyline in this ends up more so explaining that, you know, we need both love and thought and, you know, thinking and love and whatnot in order to function, that we need them both. And that's kind of where the premise of Cygnus X and Cygnus altogether comes from. So Cygnus is the balance. He's the god of balance in the storyline. And I can't really show you the lyrics at the moment, but I can open it up for you. And of course I did this. Oh, by the way, this is the poster of the whole band. The 70s. Man. Make it awesome. So we can see it. Yep, that's Neil. I really like how Neil Peart throughout the 70s grew like this gnarly mustache. I mean, I know he's Canadian and all, but it just makes him look more like an Italian maestro drummer. I don't really know how to explain. Maybe it's just my own opinion. I don't know, but yeah. Alright, so moving on to the next record. These next two are a little bit less well known, but they're kind of similar in style. They're both kind of jazz and soft rock based. First one is Danny Hines, Aqua Touch. See if I can try and give a better image. There you go. Yep. This one was released in 1987. I hope I got that right. No, 1986. On Silver Wave Records. And this is a very guitar-oriented record, and it has a lot of different passages, and he had a lot of different passages with guitar and world music elements, including the end track, which has Mountaintop. It's 7 minutes 57 seconds long, and it has a bamboo flute. Also has a water bell, and they use synthesizers, congas, the triangle, sequencer programs, fretless bass. They use a wide variety of instruments, and that's kind of cool. Similar in style to the next record, but not quite the same. The other one has lyrics, this one is instrumental, and it's all guitar. And Danny Hines is a phenomenal guitarist. Phenomenal. Like, listening to him is like literally listening to just a flow of notes and a river of notes. Aqua Touch, water. Notes just flow in and out. They sound nice, smooth, and it's finger picked usually, but on occasion I think with the electric guitar he doesn't finger pick all the time. Not quite sure. Don't know what the recording sessions were like. I wasn't there, but I wish I was. Yeah. Anyways, next record. The next record that we have is Michael Franks. Hold on. Alright, back to our scheduled programming. Sorry, my dogs were barking. I don't know why. Next record that I was going to show you guys after Danny Hines was this guy. Let me see if I can get him up to front. Michael Franks, Sleeping Gypsy. This one was released in, I want to say it was 1970 something. 1977. It's more of a slower, smoother jazz record, and it's more so poetic. It has lyrics as opposed to Danny Hines, who doesn't have any lyrics, he's just instrumental. But this one has very poetic lyrics, very lovey-dovey, very hippie-ish, which kind of comes out of the context of the 60s. Michael Franks, for those who don't know, went to UCLA and went to school for writing and ended up becoming a songwriter about 5-10 years later, which he was probably songwriting during that time, but he was working on it, so yeah. Anyways, looks like that'll close out my little spiel on records for the day. Be sure to like and comment and subscribe if you're interested. I promise to start working on not wearing headphones, and also to start working on mic and hopefully background stuff. I want to have more space, and yeah, have yourselves a wonderful day. And Mr. Vinyl Eyes, keep spinning that vinyl. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my Mixcraft.